guys, this is Tasha. Welcome back for another video and welcome to another Tuesday Talks with Tasha. Today we're going to be talking about self-confidence and I am so excited about this topic on today. So let's get right into it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so let's start with our scripture text for today. And this week's scripture is my favorite scripture right now. In fact, you guys see this scripture every time you watch my video. It's in all of my intros. And that is Psalms 139:14. And it says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And I want you guys to keep that in the back of your mind as we begin to discuss self-confidence. So I'm just going to be giving you guys a few bullet points about self-confidence and how to become more confident. And I just want to say as a disclaimer that we have all dealt with, or many women have dealt with, confidence issues, low self-esteem. I have had periods in my life where I lacked confidence. So this is a very common thing for women. So I just want to put that out there. So the first point for self-confidence is self-care. And I did my first Tuesday Talk with Tasha was about self-love and self-care. So if you haven't watched that video, check that video out. But when it comes to self-care and self-love, goes hand in hand with self-confidence, because you truly have to take care of yourself and to love yourself in order for you to feel confident. My next step is to stop being so critical of yourself. So, accept yourself for who you are and understand that you are a unique individual. And I feel like for us as women, we are our own worst critic. I feel like we are so hard on ourselves as women, and a lot of times we worry about things that people don't even care about. And it's like, we're so focused and fixated on so many issues that are not even important to really us or other people. So stop being so critical of yourself. And my next point is to set goals for yourself and to work diligently to achieve those goals. And the reason why I listed this one is because a lot of times when it comes to self-confidence, we have that lack of self-achievement and we don't achieve things in our life that we've set out to achieve. And for me, it was important for me years ago to set goals and try to achieve those goals. And I remember one of my goals as a single mom was to get an education and to get a degree. And I just remember thinking, how am I going to get a degree? I am a single mother with 2 kids. I can't afford to go to college. But I just knew that I had to figure it out somehow because that was such an important thing for me. And I'm telling you, I fought tooth and nail to get my degree as a single mother, and I'm telling you that it truly did boost my self-confidence and my self-worth. And for you guys, it may not be education, it may be a trade or something that you desire to do and you think you can't do it for whatever the reason is, but you need to set goals to achieve those things in your life that you truly want to do. So my next step is to affirm yourselves daily. And let me just tell you something. Like I said in the beginning, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That is like a daily affirmation for me. And you definitely want to, be speaking those things into your life and just into your spirit. And what I do is I have sticky notes on my desk at work, and I have, my favorite scriptures, some of my life scriptures. I have like quotes that are empowering, and I have like affirmations all up around my desk. And that is super encouraging to me. So you definitely want to do something to encourage yourselves daily. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm the head and not the tail. Like I said, I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made. You definitely want to be encouraging yourself all the time. And then my next one is to believe in yourself. And, as women, we want people to believe in us and we want, people to support us, but we have to be our number one supporter. We have to believe in ourselves. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If I can believe it, if I can have faith, I can achieve it. And you truly have to believe in yourself and know that you can do it. And I'm telling you, like, I think I said this before, but like a year ago, I was like, oh my God, I really want to do YouTube. I just can see myself doing it. I have things that I want to say, I want to share, I want to empower women, but it was like, but can I really do this? Like, is this for me? I mean, can I execute it? Can I do it? And that, yes, I can. And it took me a year because of a lack of self-confidence to truly walk into my purpose and do some of those things that I truly wanted to do. And so you definitely have to believe in yourself and believe that you can do it. My next step is to address the inner struggle. So deal with some of the hurt and unresolved issues in your life that have caused you to have low self-esteem. And let me just tell you that when I was a young girl, I was told by an adult that I was ugly. And that stuck with me for so many years. I remember not really feeling beautiful or seeing my beauty until about the 7th grade. When I was in the 7th grade, I don't know, like my life just transforms, and I just started to look at myself, and I'm like, you know what? I am beautiful, and I felt pretty, and I mean, I didn't have much, and I didn't have a lot of clothes, but I was able to do hair. And I remember like just grooming myself. And I remember feeling so beautiful in about the 7th grade and truly denouncing those words that were spoken over my life. And a lot of us have dealt with things, verbal abuse. Some of women have dealt with physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse. That's something that I experienced as a child. And those things, if you allow them, can truly bring down your self-confidence and cause you to have low self-esteem. And a lot of times, as women and as little girls, we tend to blame ourselves for everything, even if it's not our fault. We blame ourselves for that, and that stuff can transfer into adulthood and cause us to have low self-esteem. So I would encourage you, if you are walking or holding on to things from your past that are making you feel like you're not worthy enough, that you would get those things addressed. Truly work on addressing those issues and getting that stuff uprooted so that you can build your confidence and be that woman that you are called to be. My next one is for moms. If you are a mother like myself, carve out time for yourself. I know for all of us moms, we have made numerous sacrifices for our kids. And if you are like me at one point in my life when I was a mom, when my kids were younger, I put my kids first and I completely neglected myself. And I just feel like when you can do something small for yourself to make yourself feel better, if it's just getting your hair done or getting your nails done, something to make yourself, but you have to treat yourself. So let me say this, there are things in our life that we may not like about ourselves that we can actually work on fixing. So of course you're gonna, love yourself no matter what, but there are things that if you don't like something, like for me, a couple things. One, I struggle, I'm always struggling with my weight, and keeping my weight down. And also, I've had over the last couple years issues with my skin. And for my weight, my heaviest weight was 30 pounds ago. And let me just tell you, when I was 30 pounds heavy, for me, and everyone has their own personal goal, but when I was 30 pounds heavier, I felt horrible. Not so much about my appearance, because I still felt beautiful, but I just didn't like the way that I looked in certain clothes. I didn't like the way that my body felt. I just didn't like it. And I was like, and yes, it did affect my self-confidence a little bit, and I had to work to change that. So sometimes there's things in your life that you may not like about yourself that you have to change. It doesn't always have to be physical, but it could be, mental, emotional, or like I said earlier, goals that you haven't achieved. But there are things in your life that you can do to help boost your self-confidence. And one of my things was working out, health and fitness, getting my health up to par. I was at the time, I think I was like 37 years old when I first found out that I was pre-diabetic, and my doctor put me on a diabetic medication. And I was like, you know what, I am too young for this. And then of course he was telling me, you know, if you lose weight, if you get healthy, if you stop eating certain foods, you know, you can bring your numbers down. And I'm telling you, I jumped straight on it. I started to lose weight. I lost 30 pounds. I am no longer taking any medication for diabetes. In fact, I am out of the woods. My A1C levels are so low. I feel better about myself in terms of my weight and how my clothes fit and everything like that. But I had to work really hard to get my weight to a place where I was healthy and that I felt better about myself. So if you're feeling like, you know, I don't like the way that my weight is or something like that, you can work to fix those things, because I did fix that for myself. And then the other thing was my skin. So I've been experiencing over the last few years, I call it adult acne, where my face is just always broken out. In fact, it's broken out right now. And I have very, very bad allergies, and I can touch a surface and then touch my skin and my face breaks out. So and then I'm allergic to gluten. So when I eat certain things, my face breaks out. So I had to start working on my skin, and I played around with a whole bunch of products and tried to find the best skincare routine for myself. And I finally did find something that aligned, that works for myself. I have a video about it a few videos back, but I have developed a new skincare routine that truly does help my skin. I was this close to going to a dermatologist, but I said, before I go to a dermatologist, let me try and do some research. And I really truly did get my skin healthier. It's still a work in progress, but again, there are some things that if we don't like about ourselves, then we need to do something to try to change it if we can. But at the end of the day, no matter what, love yourselves regardless, but try to work on yourself. We are a work in progress. This is never going to stop. I feel like for the rest of my life, I'll be working hard on my health and keeping my levels down and keeping my weight down and things like that. So ladies, that is all that I have. I want to quickly go over the points that I gave you guys today. The first one is self-care. The second one was to stop being so critical of yourself and accept yourself for who you are. The third one is to set goals and work diligently to achieve those goals. The next one is to affirm yourselves daily. Remember those sticky notes and just those daily words of affirmation. The next one is to believe in yourself. And then the next one was address your inner struggles and to deal with hurts and unresolved issues in your life that may have caused you to have low self-esteem. And then my next one was do small things for yourself and treat yourself. And then of course for moms, carve out that time for yourselves. Do not neglect yourself and make yourselves a priority. So that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you guys are enjoying these Tuesday talks with Tasha. I am so excited about doing something like this for people and for myself. And I'm super excited that I am growing in my own personal self-confidence. And I'm just so happy to be able to talk about that with you guys. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm uploading another video. In the meantime, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made.